Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take another look here at Avalanche, double check a few key factors. We can see that we have potential liquidation here to the downside. Keep in mind I have my larger, more macro fib levels pulled up here, but what I'll do is I'll tighten that up, obviously send out a new playout chart here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord to reflect the new levels. But for the moment, I just want to kind of touch and highlight a few key factors here. We're going to start liquidation, kind of go from there. So if you are new to the channel, just want to say thanks again so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment below if you get a chance. Really appreciate that. We do also have a community over in our Discord, cryptocash.tech, if you'd like to consider becoming a better member or better trader rather as a member. And future reference, we do have a Trading University Academy and of course really awesome community. So take a look here at AVAX. We can see longer, big picture. Actually, let's start with 7 days first. More immediate, we can see a lot of resistance at $22.75, that $23 mark. We've talked about that previously being a strong resistance range based on local highs. We've retested that level, swept a little bit, but there's still a lot left. Majority of those are late shorts though, that are probably high leverage considering how concentrated that is. So just know that that exists there. A sweep at $23 would be a pretty big deal, but you got to recognize bigger picture. A ton of liquidation between 19 and 20 if we lose 21. So it seems sensible if this $21 mark is swept that we'll see a continuation. Keep in mind, a lot of that hinges on Bitcoin making a run towards 54, 55,000 if we break 57. So we're not there yet. We'll bridge that gap if we get there. But for now, Bitcoin is looking pretty bearish and there's no other way around it. Traditional markets opened up pretty poor today. Okay. So all that kind of combining together, minus the fact that there's a potential head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder pattern for Bitcoin, we could very well see the price continue much further down. So it's best to expect the price to go down before it comes back up. But on the same accord, there's like little glimmers of hope there with some interesting patterns playing out for Bitcoin. Okay, all that being said, let's take a look at the daily and kind of work our way down, see where we're at. We look at the daily time frame, we can recognize that we are in pretty much the same shape as we've been for a while. Most coins are below all moving averages. We're seeing this bearish type of divergence. I wouldn't expect monumental things from AVAX. But what is kind of cool here in this local range that we're in, we can even zoom out a little bit. You can see the heaviest amount of volume, and that, well, I guess the heaviest amount of volume is above us at $26. That's again, if we look at the more larger time frame back as close to back to June essentially. But if we zoom in a little bit, and we kind of look at this more local area. We do have a support shelf here down at right around $21. Okay, so again, just to give you perspective, the more local time frame ever since August, roughly last month's worth of trading, we can see a lot of support here at 21. So just know that that should hold, pending Bitcoin doesn't make a run again towards the 56K mark. All right, so that's kind of where we're at there on the daily. Let's quickly note too, we're under all RSIs and money flow index is low. Stochastic pulling back, MACD diverging. There's no reason to take a long position with this coin right now from a macro perspective. Now again, it takes a lot of smaller time frames to make that macro look better. So what's the 4-hour time frame look like for us? Well, if we look here, everything's pretty much bearish. There's no other way around it. There's no sugarcoating here, folks. We can see that we've got stochastic pulling back, RSI below 50. Until we get over 50, there's no reason to consider a long position, in my personal opinion. That's the only reason why I considered a long yesterday too, because Bitcoin broke above 50 in the RSI, held for about 12 hours. And then of course, traditional markets opened poorly today. So well, you can't really account for that. Most of the best TA that you can ever do in your life, you'll realize is quickly irrelevant as in light of fundamental catalysts. So again, we're going to see here soon hit those key level supports for Bitcoin hold. If so, then AVAX is probably in good shape here because we have a lot of support just below the price action at 21. But there's no doubt about it. We're seeing that shift in momentum occur again, even though we broke free from our falling wedge type of pattern here, which you can kind of see reflected on the charts there. Okay. So again, it's not a great situation at all by any stretch, but it's just kind of the market that we're in, folks. So if you're at all disturbed by what's happening right now, you probably shouldn't be trading crypto. There's no other way around it. You grow some thick skin over the years. Take a look here at the Ichimoku Cloud. This is giving us a lot of confirmations pretty much on every single coin that I look at that a short position would be viable, and that taking a long right now is not a good call. Okay, so please understand that if you're going to take a long right now, you're going against the grain. You're not in a good position to do so. While the price will probably instantly recover as soon as I upload this, telling you because it's truly bearish. That's generally how things work in a lot of cases. This also feels very ominous, and I don't feel very comfortable, expressing my I can express condolences, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to kind of give you the false hope that things are going to recover instantly. It takes a little while for these things to kind of work themselves out. Right now, we're seeing a battle for specific key level supports, specifically on Bitcoin. This level here at 57.6, 57.5 has to hold. If it doesn't hold, I think we're going to probably see the price continue lower. But again, it takes a while for these things to balance out when there's so much selling pressure. And I think at this point, AVAX is seeing that as every altcoin is right now. So I guess the easy way to understand it is I would not recommend a long position right now. If you're considering a short, you're going to find a larger statistical probability of shorting at this level. But once again, I would think that it may be advantageous to consider getting the next high, the next lower high, before you consider shorting. Maybe don't consider right now because I feel like we're kind of at the bottom, and shorting the bottom doesn't make a ton of sense. Okay, I think it's best to wait for the daily candlestick to close first for Bitcoin, see how that plays out, and kind of go from there. All right, those are my 2 cents. What are yours? Comment below if you get a chance. Love to hear it. If you do take a look over here at our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, I do have playout charts provided to you, so future reference, that's where they're at. I get a lot of questions about that. Feel free to check that out. And then otherwise, I look forward to working with you either way. If you want to come on over to our Discord, it'd be great to have you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much again for your time. See ya.